Hi guys, it's Sam from Creatively Sam's. Welcome back to my channel. I'm so glad you stopped by. Today's Tasty Tuesday recipe is stuffed shells. I originally got this recipe from the Muller's Pasta Company years ago. I've tweaked it a little bit over the years, but this is a real crowd pleaser and incredibly filling. So if you want to see how I did this, stay tuned. It's coming up next. Okay, what you need is 12-ounce package of jumbo shells. And this is the only size that I found, so a package of jumbo shells. And you want to cook those, rinse them, and set them aside. You need 2 eggs, 2 15-ounce containers or 1 30-ounce container of ricotta cheese, 2 cups of shredded mozzarella cheese. I like the fine shred. It always seems to be easier to mix. And you need 1 to 1.5 cups of grated Parmesan cheese. I'm going to be using 1 because it's not my favorite thing. And you want to divide this. And you're going to be dividing it 3/4 cup and then set 1/4 cup aside. You need 1/2 cup of chopped fresh parsley or 2 tablespoons of dried. 1 tablespoon of dried basil leaves, a teaspoon of salt, and a jar of spaghetti sauce. The first thing I'm going to do is preheat the oven to 350 degrees. I'm going to spray a 9 by 13 inch glass pan with Pam. And I'm going to be mixing the rest of the stuff in a bowl. Okay, I've got the shells cooking, and they're going to cook for 15 minutes. And when they're done, I'm going to drain them really well and rinse them and then cover them. I've got a decent sized bowl here, and in that I'm going to put the ricotta cheese, and I've got the 2 eggs here, and I'm going to just slightly beat them and add that to the ricotta. Okay, the eggs are added, and now I'm going to add the 3/4 cup of Parmesan cheese. Two cups of mozzarella, the basil, the parsley, and the salt. And I'm going to mix this very well. And I'm just using a spoon. You can use a fork if you want, but I find it easier to use a big serving spoon. Okay, I've got it all mixed up. And it takes a while because the egg has a tendency to go to the bottom. But once you get going on it, it's pretty easy. Okay, I've got my little shells, and I'm going to put about a heaping tablespoon of the cheese mixture in here. And it's just going to go right in the sprayed 9x13 pan. And I'm going to continue with the rest of them until it's filled. Okay, I've got all the shells filled. And I'm just going to cover them with spaghetti sauce. And you can make your own, you can add meat, you can take it right out of the jar like I'm doing. This is our favorite, the Del Grosso. Okay, and here is the remaining 1/4 of a cup of the Parmesan cheese. Like I said, I'm not a big Parmesan fan, but it does give this dish a little something extra. And something that I do that most people don't is I add a little bit of mozzarella to the top also. And it gives it a really nice crust. Okay, I'm going to put this in the oven, and the oven has already been preheated to 350 degrees, and it's going in for 30 minutes. And we'll be back when it's done. Okay, it's been cooking for 30 minutes. Everything's bubbling like crazy, and once it cools down, I'll be giving it a taste. This is going to be a great Sunday dinner. Okay, I think it's cooled down enough where I can get this out of here. Oh, this just looks so good. Oh, absolutely amazing. Just the way I remember it. So if you like what you saw, give it a thumbs up, subscribe, and happy creating, everyone.